Hi guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Neil here, and today we're checking out the Sunset Extreme 6, which is a new guitar for 2023 by Schecter Guitars. I'm going to tell you in this video why this particular guitar is not like your typical Schecter. First of all guys, all the tones that you are hearing in this video are coming from the Schecter Sunset Extreme 6. That is going straight into the Black Star Amp 2, and then that is going straight into the camera there via Cabrig. Before we run through the spec sheet of this guitar and we listen to any more playing, I just want to tell you guys how I feel about the last 4 or 5 days playing this guitar and who I think this guitar is aimed at, because this guitar is a bit different from the other Schecters. I believe that this guitar is aimed at the guys that go for the John Browne signature, the Keith Merrow signature, but don't have that much money to throw at it. This guitar is considerably more affordable than the Merrow or the John Browne, but you do get a very, very similar body shape. While we're talking about the body shape, I absolutely love this body shape. Sat down to play, this body shape is an absolute dream. It's super thin. I love the horns on here. Like I said in the unboxing, I really love the shape of this. It's super thin and super aerodynamic to the point where when you first pick it up, it feels quite strange. It feels like there's hardly any guitar there. I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. So the guitar gets super narrow there where your arm would be resting. And on top of that, there's this hardtail bridge here, which is kind of like most other hardtail bridges that you find on guitars at this price point. However, this is Schecter's own Diamond series, so the difference is that the saddles here within the bridge are really, really smooth. There's nothing under your hand. It really is a super low profile feel, this guitar. As you can see there, the way the pickup sits and the way the bridge sits and then the way the neck is here, it's just all totally slick, totally super close to the body. And like I said, it took some getting used to at first. Once I got used to it, I really enjoyed the feel of it. It was super comfortable. And I've been taking this guitar out of this room into my living room. I've been sat on my settee just chilling out, playing this guitar and enjoying playing it. The action is super low on this guitar and it is ridiculously fast. We have here the Schecter Ultra Thin C neck, which obviously helps with that, and we've got 24 jumbo stainless steel frets, which I think at this price point is an absolute bargain. It'd be pretty hard to find stainless steel frets on a guitar at this price point from the major brands. So why is this guitar different from other Schecters? Why have I said that in the video? Well, Schecters to me, and the Schecters that I've owned and the ones that I've had on the channel, are kind of all, they all feel like Schecters. They've all got a certain feel and a certain design about them. Full of specs and full of, you know, bells and whistles on there, as I like to say. This guitar is more basic. It's more of a workhorse guitar. Okay, it's still pretty fancy, you know, the body sculpture and everything. The bevels, which we'll show you in a second, are really cool. So there is quite a lot to look at on this guitar, and it is quite beautiful to look at like the other Schecters. However, this guitar is more shreddy. This is like, my friend phoned me the other day to talk to me about this guitar and asked me about it. He says he was thinking of getting one, but hasn't seen one anywhere. Couldn't believe it that I got one. And I said, look mate, you're an RG fan, you know, and you have been for a while. Is this an RG killer? Probably is, okay? Probably is. That's who it would appeal to, you know, those types of guys. This is a perfect guitar for progressive metal, you know, whether it's black metal, whether it's tech metal, whether it's prog metal, it really does suit that kind of player. This guitar is available in two colours. This colour here which you see is Ghost Grey. There is also a 7-string version of this guitar available which will be coming to the channel very, very soon. I can't wait to test that out. We really need to talk about the pickups in this guitar. So this has Schecter USA pickups in it. It has a sunset strip in the bridge and it has a Pasadena in the neck. Now, as you guys know, I've already tried a guitar with these pickups in, and it's over there. It is the Super Shredder over there in the corner. That has the same pickups in. But they sound and react very different in this guitar. Whether it's because of the low profile and how close it is, whether it's the wood, I don't know, but they react quite differently. The pickup is super, super tight and super attacking, really fast tracking in the mids on the neck pickup. It really is quite a joy to play. And once you get used to it, you realize that the low end and the thump that you want is there, but you have to dig in to get it. So you can kind of get it whenever you want. You just dig in a bit harder. I really like that pickup, particularly in this guitar, probably more so in this guitar than any other. It really does work well. You guys know that I'm not particularly a clean player. I usually go through a couple of chords on a clean channel and then that's it, I'm done. I just go through the pickup selector. On this guitar, I spent quite a lot of time playing it clean because it really is probably the most beautiful clean sounding guitar that I've ever had on the channel. It really does sound great clean. Very pristine. It can go from super, super warm on the neck to super, super spanky on the bridge. It's a 5-selector switch and every selection is completely different, and like I said, it sounds great. So pristine, so clean. I really, really enjoyed playing this guitar clean, and I'm not even a clean player. Like I said, I spent more time playing clean on this guitar than I have on any other guitar that I've had on the channel. There's plenty of cuts and bevels on the body of this guitar. I'm going to show you the one on the back. There's a cutaway on the back there that you can see, the belly cut there, and it's mimicked again on the front. I hope it shows up on the camera and in the light here. It's mimicked again on the front, super comfortable, and that's how you get that super thin aerodynamic, I just don't want to ding anything behind me, that super thin aerodynamic shape there, which makes this guitar really, really comfortable. Up high, because the body is set so far down and so far back on the neck, it really is massively accessible. This is a super accessible heel anyway, but because it's set so far back, I think that helps you get up high. I'm not the best at reaching up high, but as you can see, when I get it there, I can reach everything there, and my thumb is still not right back to the heel. There's a cutaway here on the horn, but because the horns are so scooped out and so big, and there's so much room around there, you don't really need that anyway, but it does look really cool. There's another bevel here, cutaway, and that's what I like about Schecter guitars. When you look around their guitars, there's always extra stuff that you pick up on after you've looked around them. One of the main things that I need to discuss about this guitar is the fingerboard. Okay, the fingerboard radius is 16 all the way up. This fingerboard is flat all the way up. It's super flat, it's super fast, and it is super easy to play. And might even be the first time that I've ever had a 16-inch radius all the way up before. I'm starting to wonder why we don't have 16-inch radiuses on all fingerboards. Why do we have radiuses that gradually change, you know, or as they go up the neck? This 16-inch fingerboard, to me, all the way up, just feels absolutely great. So let's go through some more specs on this guitar. We've got Schecter locking tuners on the top there. Well, we talk about the locking tuners, not that it's anything to do with the locking tuners in particular, but this guitar has amazing tuning stability. Brand new strings on there, straight from the Schecter guys in the UK. And it's been in this room, which is absolutely freezing at the moment, and all my other guitars are a bit hit and miss tuning wise. This one is solid as a rock, even with the brand new strings on. We've got a Graphtec extra large nut here on the top. We've got an ebony fingerboard, like I said, 24 jumbo stainless steel frets all the way up that feel absolutely fantastic. The back of the guitar is in this lovely satin black finish. Like I've said in my other video, I really wish that this guitar was a neck through all the way up. You know, I prefer neck through guitars. Not that you can't reach anything on this guitar, because it's probably got the best access that I've ever seen on any bolt-on guitar for sure. But I just wish that satin black continued all the way up the neck. I think that's what it is, just the way I am. Let's talk about the volume control here. Couldn't put the volume control, in my opinion, in a better position. I love guitars with a volume. I don't need a tone control, so for me this is absolutely great. And the volume is totally out of the way there, so that it's not going to get in the way of your picking hand, no matter how elaborate you are at hitting your strings. 5-way selector switch, which we've already talked about. The body is a Nyato body, okay, so I don't know whether I'm saying that right, Nyato, but it's basically a different form of mahogany. It's very close to mahogany from what I believe, and I did actually think this was a mahogany body at first when I first picked it up. It's pretty light guitar overall though, this guitar. It's pretty light. I don't know what led me to believe that this was a mahogany body, but it's not. It's Nyato, but Nyato is just another form of mahogany, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. The final thing that we're going to talk about on this guitar is something that you guys know. If you watch the channel a lot, you know that I feel really strongly about this. The truss rod adjustment is up high here. Thank God, that's where it belongs. I don't really like it up here. Schecter have a lot of guitars with it up high here, and it is something that kind of puts me off if it isn't up high, if I'm honest. But it's just my personal preference. You guys might be completely different, but that's where I like it. I think that's where it should be. Right guys, there's not much more I can show you about this guitar. Like I say, I genuinely really like this guitar, and it is a bit of a workhorse, super comfortable guitar, and an ideal guitar to just sit around with and enjoy playing, because it's so easy to play and so nice to play and so comfortable that makes it like super playable. We talk about playability a lot when I review guitars on the channel, and what I mean by that is when a guitar is playable and has good playability, that means it's a type of guitar that makes you kind of want to pick it up. When you've got a rack full of guitars, you kind of go, I'm going to play that one. If you have a guitar like that that's calling out to you to just sit and chill and play more, then that is a really good thing. And this guitar definitely has that, and it's down to how comfortable that the guitar actually is to sit with. Right guys, I'm going to go now and leave you with a riff out towards the end of the video before I go. If you want to buy anything at all, please go down there below in the description. There's 2 affiliate links, a Thomann affiliate link and an Anderton's affiliate link, and anytime you use those, it helps support me at this end. Do not forget guys to subscribe to the channel if you're interested in this guitar. Like I said, the 7-string version of this will be here on the channel shortly, and I can't wait to check that out, and I can't wait to show it to you guys. See you all soon.